All right, welcome back to another episode, guys. We are here on the Susquehanna River. We're down by the old strip club where I made a video earlier in spring, and I think I called it like "Do Strippers Like Bass" or something, and I ended up catching like a 3.5 pounder, 3 pounder, somewhere in that range, and it was a great day. We had a lot of fun, and it was a good video. So now it's the fall. It's October 20th, 21st, something like that. So we are going to slow down a little bit here. We should be picking up soon, but the water temperature is still pretty warm. It's a real warm day. Sun's just going down, so you can see I'm trying to keep the sun on my face so you guys can see me. Hopefully you can hear it pretty well. But anyway, I'm gonna throw on a little Kitech, and I got a jerkbait tied on. I'm gonna try those things out. I'm in the pocket right now, and then I'm gonna work my way north. And as I go north, I'll hit more of the current and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Hopefully this is a halfway decent day. Probably gonna stay for like 2 hours, maybe not. Just till it gets a little darker, sun goes down a little bit. But stay tuned, guys.
The timeline when you jump into this, Tim is also 2 and 4. You and I, we're fortunate in the Super Bowl.
Oh gosh.
You're 5 and 1. Although for the 3rd straight week I went 500.
I was trying to charge my batteries, guys, and this little smallie picked it up. Alright, guys, first little smallie, he's swallowed it, so I'm going to cut him off because he took it while I was trying to change out my battery. So we're gonna let him go, get back in there. He's a little bloody. I don't want to let him die. Oh, well, there he goes. I don't want to let him die. So long story short was I was trying to get my camera tilted and get my external battery on it because I realized I accidentally didn't charge this. So I was just trying to get my other battery and camera rocking, because that's the janky setup I have where I use my tripod, and that smallie picked it up. So now I cut him off. I'm gonna have to get me in my bag here, get myself a new Kitech, and we will tie this on and go back to work. Alright, guys, I know you can't see this very well, but we got another one here. Nice smallie. They're picking it up sitting, which is crazy. Whoop. Oh, well, let's give him a bath. Oh, he got dirty. Another little Susquehanna smallie. Maybe a pound and a quarter. He's nothing big. Streamline, 13, 14 inches. I mean, it's a nice fish. They're so thin in this body of water. This is your typical Susquehanna smallie. Came on the little green Kitech again, and again he picked it up just sitting on bottom. God, they're so aggressive. That's number 2. Again, throwing the little Kitech. But basically how that actually worked, I was throwing out here, I went back to change my battery because this battery died. The one on my chest died now. I'm having a rough time with batteries today. Anyway, so I went back to change my battery, and as I changed my battery, I came back and he had just picked it up. So let's stop that so I can see what's going on. Get that restarted, and we'll stop you. Ah, there we go, guys. Just a tiny guy this time, but again, not a bad fish. There you go, see a better view of that, guys. They're just picking it on the bottom. That's the game plan, I guess. They're way out there, and they don't want it moving at all. So I am unable to like bounce it or jig it or do anything. It is completely dead. Apologize for the podcast. I was just kind of listening to stuff here. It's not particularly fast. I've got 3 in like, I don't know, maybe 35 minutes, but it's not specifically fast per se. It's just fishing. Oh, he had it again. I screwed the pooch on that one, guys. What about the old green pumpkin tube, since they want it sitting? Let's give it to them sitting. Now they were taking the kayak, but what's the sense of throwing the kayak if you're just sitting it on the bottom? The tube might work a little bit better, since sitting on the bottom is basically what the tube does. They're definitely way out there though. They're not in this shallow bay, that's for sure. Again, I'm just watching my line as it falls down. Get it re-leveled out. Watching that bow to see if anything picks it up. It's hard because the current is pulling it back upstream. This is an eddy, it's a backwater eddy here. So as the current pulls it back upstream, my line is going slack, which can be confusing because if you think a fish has picked it up and came at you, that's where the confusion would roll in. There he is. Another nice guy. There we go, guys. There we go. Woo! That's a better fish. Whoop. He hit it hard though. Much, much better. There we go. There we go. Look at that, guys. So we're looking at, what's that, 4 now, I think? That's not too terrible. It's a pretty good day. Let's get a pick quick. So, number 4, little river smallie. Let's get this guy back. Whoa! I just almost sank in the water. There we go. Oh. Alright guys, so this video has a couple nice fish catches already. I think I got 4 or 5 so far. But I wanted to shout out at the Pat Mayo Experience, which is at the PME. I'll show it right here real quick. But I wanted to shout them out because I've been listening to their podcast, and for some reason, the only time I'm catching a fish is when I'm listening to the podcast. So I have to shut it off, set the hook, try to catch the fish. But I just want to give them a quick shout out, just so that you guys knew what I was listening to, in case you wanted to check it out. Basically, I'm listening to the Spread Pick show right now, which I want to listen to the guys. They're just funny. They're a good group of guys. So check them out if you have the time. Again, it's at the PME on Twitter. Thanks.
They're great.
All right, guys. Number 5 is a small smallie. He took that tube again though. No complaints about it. Whoop. Oh, mouth won't give up the tube. There we go. He's tiny. Whoop. He surfaced on it like 4 times, guys. Chased it down, chased it down, chased it down, chased it down. I don't want to get hooked. He was super small, but I thought I could get something to come up. I think this is my first topwater catch ever in the Susquehanna River. I don't think I've ever even thrown a topwater before, but I had a feeling I could get that guy. There we go. Just want to make sure we were recording. I had a feeling I could get that guy, even though he's tiny, to come up and grab it. Yeet! That's awesome. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. We ended up getting 6, and I think I got my first topwater smallie out of the river ever, which is pretty cool. Pretty exciting day. So anyway, everything came on either the Kitech, the tube, or and I have the one on the topwater. Everything wanted it sitting on the bottom. They're all 5 bites that I got on the Kitech and the tube were dead on the bottom, doing nothing. Just that time of year. Sometimes they want it. There was a weird warm front today. I guess they decided they didn't want to chase anything, except for that one I got on top of those rocks. And I just had a feeling that if I got near those rocks and on top of that shallow water rock like shoal, I'd be able to get them. So I appreciate you guys staying tuned, and if you can, hit that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions, obviously leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to you know, basically talk about anything or just talk fishing in general. Everything I use is in the description below as well. If you click the little drop down, you can see everything. I link everything, so check out the description. And again, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, roll that music.